everybody, welcome back to the PrePR, brought to you by Bill Howe. Why? Because he knows how. Hey, just a quick, we showed you Maddie Sinclair's State Farm game up north where Doogie did not have his kiosk ready. I want to show you what Kristen Francie, who was in our 4 o'clock hour, I want you to see what her kiosk looks like. Now, that's the difference of guys and gals, right, Bert?
Absolutely.
I mean, look at that. That is,
that's like a wedding.
I know. The only thing that's not there is cupcakes and treats. As we
look at that.
Who wouldn't want to go there to get a quote on their insurance and help out a football program in the process? All right, which brings us to thank you, Kristen. All right, bring it out here. We are getting ready for kickoff as LCC and Cathedral are about to do the rematch. You know, we've talked about Jordan Allen, but there's another significant defensive player in this game suiting up for the visitors. His name is Ozzie Nicholas. What do you know about the inside linebacker for the Mavericks?
Great middle linebacker, got hurt last year. A lot of interest. Will be a D1 guy and a big D1 guy. He's one of those throwback guys. Eric had talked about it earlier. So same with Jordan. The guys that just played like in the 90s, they played multiple positions. They never come out. They're hard-nosed. Again, talked about the offensive line at Cathedral. If the LCC defensive line can occupy them and let him run around, I think it'll be a tough time for Cathedral.
He has good closing speed. Everybody,
he's good at everything.
Yeah, he's and he plays bigger than he is. And I think what football recruiters see there is a kid who likes to play football. All right, so that's the game you're going to see tonight on the 1st and 15. But there's a lot of other games going on. Here's Brandon Stone with a look at what's going on in the city.
Hey, Paul, I'm here at Scripps Ranch right now. We are waiting for the JV to finish. In fact, go ahead and show them that, Elliot, as they're getting things prepared here, as we're about to see them face Serra in the Jersey Mike's City Game of the Week. This, of course, we talked about all those Week 1 rematches. This is one of them, and a game that was won by 6 points by Scripps Ranch in 2018. It was a very tough game. You look at Serra's side. They had a really impressive outing from their running back, guy who's the big pig on campus tonight. Of course, I am talking about Dustin Ellison. He had 108 yards on the ground, but what that didn't compare to was the out of a man who's in our PPR top 30. That, of course, would be Rashad Griffin Jr., a very impressive campaign at 4 catches, which seems light, but when you really think about it, he had 2 touchdowns. So essentially, he changed the entire way that the game progressed. It's going to be a really tough one tonight, very physical. Look to the air. Trust you're going to have to look to the air, but certainly look at the ground when you see that battle. Nick Gardner going up against Dustin Nelson. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure that you stay tuned and make sure you watch the Prep Picks and Report to enjoy it all. Now let's go up north to Maddie Sinclair.
Thanks, Madison. I'm here at Otay Ranch High School as the Mustangs take on San Marcos Knights. I'm now joined by first-year head coach Derek Stank of San Marcos. Coach Stank, obviously you're switching coasts from New Hampshire now to California. What's that transition been like for you?
It's been great so far. We got a great family out here. I've been extremely welcoming. The kids have been very adjustable, and we're rocking and rolling. It's the same game, just 3,000 miles away from where I'm used to playing it.
You've won 2 state championships in the last 3 years. What does it take to get a program to that caliber of play?
Consistency. We need to develop the off-season training, not just the in-season and everything we do. It's the fundamentals of the program. The blocking, the tackling, it's not a very complex game. It doesn't need to be very fancy. We need to develop consistent athletes. They're here working their butts off week in, week out, 365 days a year.
And there it is, first-year head coach Derek Stank at San Marcos, a prolific program within the last handful of years. We're going to now send it out to Allison Edmonds in the East.
Thank you so much, Bo. We are here at Helix for the El Cajon Ford East County Game of the Week. They are getting ready to take on Cajon. We have the bands here getting ready to go out, as well as the stands just absolutely packed. Last year, Helix was at Cajon and they fell 43-3, but they are back this year and ready for revenge here on their home turf. 2 top players that were in our top 30 seniors list, both in the top 5, Alelion Noah and Delshawn Traylor. So a very strong Helix team out here. Coach seems to be excited about the season, so we will see what happens here tonight. We will have the highlights later on tonight, but for right now, John, I'll send it over to you.
All right, Allison, thank you very much. As mentioned, John Duran is also part of the fray, but he, at his game, the national anthem is going on, and we don't like to I'll tell you what. Madison Sinclair has the audio bugs worked out. Madison, you get a second chance.
I can hear you now, but it is really loud out here. Maybe that's why we had some audio issues. But here at Rancho Bernardo is they are taking on the Madison Warhawks. Now I'll tell you a little bit about this game as I step to the side and show you what's going on the field. Madison is coming off of a season-ending loss to Grossmont in the first round of the playoffs, but they are ready to bounce back for their head coach, Rick Jackson, in his 16th year. Now Madison is known for producing one of the best running backs. We have Eric Buchanan, USC-bound Keenan Kristen, who is also a Silver Pigskin finalist in 2018. And well, to fill his shoes, number 7 on our PPR Top 30 Seniors list by the name of Keontae Springs. Other big names to know for Madison are offensive lineman Josh Simmons and two-way star Herman Smith. Now on the other side of the field, Rancho Bernardo also coming off of a season-ending loss in the first round of playoffs to Mission Hills, but the Broncos looking to bounce back this year with Zeke Payne at quarterback. So the real question for RB, will their linebacker at defense be the same after losing Luke Manos to college? Well, we will find out all these highlights on the Prep Pigskin Report later tonight. Send it back to you, Paul.
Yes, we're out here at West Hills High School. We were just in the middle of the national anthem. Sorry about that, but we have the West Hills Wolfpack taking on the Southwest El Centro Eagles. The West Hills Wolfpack, they are going to be led by head coach and Jake Mayhew. Last year they ended the season losing out on a league title against Monte Vista High School and proceeded to get shut out in the first round of the playoffs. So they have a little bad taste, a little motivation going into the season opener. Southwest Eagles are led by first-year head coach John Haynes. After two years ago coming up state runners-up, they missed out on the playoffs, so they're hoping to get back to their winning ways. It all starts tonight, and don't forget, tonight we're going to dine and dash with West Hills at OG's Pizza. Out to you, Paul.
All right, John, well done. We're going to take a live shot here at Cathedral Catholic of the Dons, about to come onto the field for the very first time in 2019. Please take the live shot if you will. Here come the Cathedral Catholic Dons. Hey, Bert, they're sporting a new look.
I know.
Going with the all grays at home in 2019. They're changing it up a little bit. Just a quick reminder, besides highlights from 25 games, we are going to bring you the very best in sidebar stories. We have crews everywhere in the county. Their job is not only to bring you highlights, their job is to find that interesting story that you might not know about if you didn't watch the Prep Pigskin Report. Here's one of our favorites from 2019, brought to you by Erica Cardenas.
Now, what do people usually say to you when they find out that you play football and you're down in the trenches with all the boys?
That's a girl?
What's your reaction?
Yeah, I'm a girl.
So you're not just a performer on the field, but also off the field. Can you please tell me a little bit about that? What's your GPA for starters?
4.25.
How do you stay motivated? How can people back home what can they take away from you?
Just focus on what you like to do most and whatever makes you proud.
Say again? All right, here's the first and 15. Highlights from LCC Cathedral take you from 10:45 to 11. Then the granddaddy of them all, the Prep Pigskin Report, Episode 1, Season 21. Bert, you're going to stay. I'm coming back to the studio. Thanks for watching our first PPR. We'll see you again tonight on the first and 15.